And she got, oh, no. Well, good morning. Bobby Lee here from Hurricane Creek Farms. Glad y'all are joining us. We got a lot of hungry animals. Cows are bawling and mad because they're hungry. Baby calf is in there crying because she's hungry. She's always hungry. Horses are out here behind the barn ready to be in the stalls. Bulls will be up here to eat in a minute. So I'm gonna start, try to appease these animals, get them fed. Good morning, Ace. Good morning, Smokey. Yes, your name is officially Smokey. Thank you to everyone who suggested names. I have to go back and look. Honestly, I don't know off the top of my head who suggested Smokey, but you are a winner. We're gonna get your address and get you a hat. We gotta thank you to everyone who voted in the poll as well. Smokey ran away with it. It wasn't even close. So as a University of Tennessee fan and alumni, or alumnus, I should say, I'm not disappointed in that. Smokey, the name Smokey is very near and dear to us, but let's get her fed. All right, baby. Smokey, get back over here. She's trying to nurse everything but this bottle. Yeah, that's not gonna work very well for you. Nurse Sadie. Oh, no. Horses might get mad at you too, so let's go back in here. There you go. You know how the drill works. She's I'm trying to think here. I guess tomorrow should be 2 weeks old. So, all right, got her squared away. The horses. I don't think the horses' stalls have been cleaned. No, they have not. Some days Kaylin has time to clean them when she lets them out. Her typical routine is I do all the morning feeding, putting them up, that sort of thing. Then she lets them out of their stalls, depending on the weather, sometime midday. Most days she has time to clean, but apparently yesterday she did not. The horses were being very impatient. I have to watch my anger sometimes. Having animals helps with teaching you patience and to not anger quickly, because I'm sitting there cleaning their stalls and everything, and they're sitting there banging on the gate wanting in. But lots of expletive laced statements were going through my head, but I bit my tongue. Guess I don't have proof of it because I wasn't filming, but anyway, get them fed. Got a lot of stuff to do today, and I know I always say it. It's silly that I even keep saying it, but today is gonna kind of be really hectic. I've got like 2 hours this morning to get it done because it is my air quotes day off. I still have to go in and get some stuff done. It's just been insanely crazy around the office. But animals still got to be fed. There's still things that I've got to do around the farm because, again, animals got to be fed, especially this time of year. Oh, before I forget, I almost forgot something I want to show you guys. Shouldn't have forgot. I don't know how I would forget. Temporarily forgot. Let's put it that way. So, we have partnered up with a company. First time we've done this. It's High C. They make boots specifically what I refer to as just mud boots, similar to the ones I'm wearing. And kind of the first thing, I guess, was 2 things I noticed before we had even officially partnered when they had reached out to me is, you go to their website, they're really not that expensive. They're probably half the cost, maybe a little more than half of what you'd spend on, say, for instance, these competitors' boots I'm wearing, which I'm not gonna crap on the competitors, but significantly cheaper, and a lifetime warranty, which is pretty amazing, because we pretty much live in this style boot all winter long. Go ahead and show you these. See, good looking boot, but a very similar style to these that I am wearing and have officially worn out. These boots right here, they're pretty much worthless below the neoprene. You see, and all these boots always do that. And so of course you look at these and you think the same thing. Well, but it has a lifetime warranty. So I would dare say if they stand behind a product like that, they're probably gonna hold up better. B, even if they don't, you just get a new pair. But anyway, excited to try them out. Heck, I could sit here and talk about it, or I could actually do it. Let's get them out of here. They're a good looking boot. Not that, you know, I'm trying to make a fashion statement out here to the animals, but they are nice looking. Let me put the camera over here. It's long since been past time to trash these. And again, not bad mouthing the competitor, but I mean, the boot's just worn out. That's what happens. That's pretty nice. Wrap it down, keep from getting everything down in your boot. Oh, first impression. Yeah, I mean, they look the part for sure. I believe they're gonna be comfortable. We'll, of course, have more to say about that as we wear them. Yeah, we'll see if they keep us warm and dry. That's what their slogan on the box says. So, but yes, if you'd like to try a pair, go to highc.com. Show you the name there. We'll put a link in the description. Highc, you see, and 15% off when you get to checkout. Use the discount code Hurricane. Very simple. It was nice that they did that for us, where you can go put that code in. Like I said, they're not very expensive to begin with. You add in that code, hey, you'd be crazy not to try them, especially if you're like us and you spend most of the winter and sometimes other parts of the year waiting around and stuff that looks like that. But I've talked enough. We'll talk more about them as we go. We got to get some animals fed. The cows are hungry. So today's Friday. On about Wednesday, they were just about out of hay. So we unrolled them a roll yesterday morning. We probably could have unrolled another one by yesterday afternoon because it looked like they cleaned that up. And we knew they were eating more than a roll a day. So we're gonna unroll another one this morning because it's still really muddy. I don't want to get the tractor out. We may unroll another one later on today. I don't know. They're eating more than a roll a day, so I don't need to. We have to do something else there. Not wait till tomorrow to feed again. I'm gonna put out one this morning. But anyway, it rained about it like 1 6/10, 1 7/10, something like that this week. We're supposed to have a little spell of drier weather for a few days, so if we could hold off till like tomorrow or Sunday before we're taking the tractor back out there, that'd be nice. Yeah, I could tell when I got home from work last night, which it was late, it was way after dark, they were kind of irritated that they were out of hay. So clearly none of them starved to death. We'll get them fed now. All right, so all the cows are up here. The calves are all up there at the lick wheel. So everything's good. Get the bulls fed, steers, and then we'll get them some hay unrolled. Okay, you got a bale loaded up. Take it out here, unroll it for them. Yeah, still trying to get a full grasp on how much hay they're eating, but it looks like, somewhere between 1.5, 2 rolls a day, so probably closer to the 1.5. Yeah, they're hungry. They ain't even waiting for me to get done wrap. All right, let's get her spread out. Yeah, watch out, babies. Train's coming through. Sadie has their attention. See a little red, white faced calf. She's gonna have ears now about like a, a non-Brahma cross, more like an English breed. Maybe a little less ear than those, but yeah, you have to look a little closer to tell that she's got that Brahma blood in her. Yeah, which we've unrolled hay out here multiple times over the last month, or getting close to it. But see that they leave a little, but like making them go without for just a little while, like overnight, and they really clean that up. And so again, they're not starving to death, but our typical hay feeding strategy is kind of free choice. They have hay out available to them all the time. But yeah, we'll see. Making another one unrolled here later on this morning, but I've got to get, yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I just been crazy busy at work. Procedure that just really doesn't need to wait till next week. And yeah, that meant I'm gonna have to do it today. So whatever. No real complaints. I get paid well to do what I do. Have good appreciative clients for the most part. Oh yeah, y'all enjoying your breakfast? They're content for a little while now. So the very early return on the boots, from what I can say, they're comfortable. These fit almost more like a tennis shoe, which I picked these out, which this model I should share is the men's upgraded rain boot, but they kind of had that look, and they do have the feel as well. They fit more like a athletic shoe, tennis shoe. So I like that. Comfort is important. My feet are dry. I'm not gonna make a claim on the warmth just yet, just because it's really not that cold today. It was like, I don't know, mid-30s, and as active as I've been, I don't think my feet would have gotten cold under any circumstances. But anyway, we'll get it to test them out more, some of those other conditions at some point, I'm sure. Check on these equines and our good buddy Smokey. Doing good, Smokey? All right, now I gotta get to town. Had a very minor change of plans. Decided go ahead and ride down here and check on this group of calves while we were on our way to town. It's just a few minutes out of the way, and as long as we don't find any issues down here, it should only take a couple of minutes to give them a few buckets of feed. But looks like everybody's doing good. I actually brought them hay yesterday on my lunch break. My typical work week, and I know most of you probably don't even care, is I have Wednesdays off. It's awesome. I have a 4-day work week, and having Wednesday off is great because, you know, I've got weekends to get stuff done, work 2 days, and then I've got, you know, a day right there in the middle of the week where I can get back on the farm and doing things. And man, they have hammered that hay. Yeah, really starting to get nervous about if we're gonna have enough hay to get us to spring. I put those 2 rolls of hay out yesterday at like 1 p.m. and it's, you know, not even 8 o'clock today. They hammered it. But yeah, so this week I don't have Wednesday off. It's Friday, I'm off. Again, air quotes off. But yeah, we fed everything on Sunday, and just they didn't have enough hay either here or at home to get them all the way to Friday. So I'll be back to get into my regular work schedule. But yeah, well, I mean, they're obviously fine for today, but they're gonna need hay. I don't know, they may can make it till Sunday. Yeah, I may try to make them. Thing about it too, they can do some picking around. I mean, I don't want them grazing, you know, too hard on this grass, because you'd rather it be allowed to get a jump start and get ready for spring. But again, nobody's gonna starve to death if we make them go a half a day or so without hay. But anyway, we'll give them some feed. That's the other point too. We give everybody a little feed as well to supplement that hay. You can see the feed is quite popular. I got a crowd. Made it back from town, took care of a couple of things there at the office. Look at these cows. It's been about 3 hours since we fed them. 3.5, something like that. And they have not, you may not be able to tell, but they've still got some of that hay we spread out. So, but by daylight tomorrow, when I would be ready to feed them again, because I'm gonna be tied up all afternoon till well after dark tonight, they're gonna be out. So I'm kind of torn. I think what I'm gonna do is just put out a little more feed in these feed bunks. The old feed bin that we talked about, you know, it's kind of lived out its purpose. There's still a little feed in there. It's a little older, but I need to kind of work on getting some of that out anyway. So get it out of there, some of it anyway. Put just a little more feed in the bunks. That was what they've still got left on that hay. They should be fine until tomorrow morning. Then I got to get in the house and get cleaned up. But yeah, we'll see if we can do that real quickly. And you can probably see and appreciate there, all that feed's getting wet. It just keeps raining. Usually I can still get it to come out, but it's not ideal for the quality of the feed. It's certainly not ideal for just the ease of getting it out. There we go, getting pretty decent flow now. Once I got that wet feed that was right there in the door out of the way, actually came out of there pretty good. I mean, there's some chunks that's not worth eating, but actually still in good shape. So yeah, we need to go ahead and clean out what we can out of that bin that's still valuable. Anyway, yeah, doesn't take much. They heard me messing around over here, and here they come. We can do that for them. Climb up here and get a look, but of course the door's over there, and you can see all this feed piles up. So there's not a whole lot of feed still in here, but heck, I bet there's still maybe 400 or 500 pounds worth, more than we would think. That's still good enough to feed, not all spoiled, but they're content. They're a little happier. They'll go back out there and clean up the rest of that hay over the course of the day, but keep this long cane pole up here. We can kind of stir it up, make that feed flow down just a little more, rather than not be able to get it out of here. It was bound to happen, but I broke my little cane right off there. So last time I'll use that particular one, but yeah, I think we should be able to get this feed out here. Too, I'll point out, it's been so mild lately. Like the entire month of January, it's been really mild, and so feed consumption not as high as it would be when it's brutally cold, like it was there for just a few days. And so if we are gonna have a period of time where we experiment a little, let them totally run out of hay, obviously while it's relatively good conditions, more ideal to do that than if we were back down below zero routinely. Wouldn't want to, especially on the hay. Eating that hay is what keeps that rumen going, what keeps them really warm. So they're all content. We'll check on them again later. Something I just now realized when I was looking at the high C boot box there in the barn, little card came with it. Scanned the code that kind of answered some of my questions involving the warranty. Yeah, easy as that. Took me like a minute and a half. Scan it, takes you to the link online, fill out all the warranty information. So of course, anytime something says it has a lifetime warranty, you're like, well, how does that work? So there you go. Easy to do. Again, really enjoying the boots. Nothing bad to say about them at all at this point. Another good morning to you. So the bulls want to be fed, the cows want to be fed, and I'm sure Smokey wants to be fed. So we might as well get to it. A little frosty this morning, cool, not terribly cold. Still staying, I would call it relatively mild for the month of January. The dog's happy to get out of the house. Smokey has her bottle. She is going to town on that, get these horses fed, and then move on to the older bovines. Things you don't necessarily like to see. We got all the cows that come up there waiting for me to feed them. I'm just feeding the other animals first. We got one cow off over here, and I don't know. Solid black cow. Shouldn't be anybody calving. Yeah, a bit concerning. We're gonna ride out there here in just a minute and put some hay out. So we'll get a up close look and see. While we were taking a moment to feed the steers, and now here the cow comes up. So I don't know, that's number 39, I can tell that. She's the open cow. At times she's been a little lame. She's walking just fine right now. So I don't know why she didn't want to come up, but Maybe she was just being lazy. So everybody is fed, counted for everybody. That cow did come up and she's eating, so I don't know what her deal was. Good news, got everybody fed and accounted for. They're relatively content, although we do need to put out a bale of hay, which we're about to do. Bad news, I don't know, one of the bulls, I don't know how he did that. I guess he splashed mud up on me, and hey, I don't care about getting dirty, but we do have basketball games this morning. I wasn't planning on changing, so see, that stuff dries. A lot of times you can kind of brush it off. Won't look too bad. It's not like it's a formal event or anything, but I don't want to show up to the gym with the kids and everybody wonder why I look like I'm homeless, or even worse, maybe I smell like I'm homeless. Woolly Bear, why can't you just wait on the hay? Now you're gonna let all the other ones out. No. Hey, y'all get back. Y'all get back. Y'all get back. Hereford here is gonna try. And she got. Well, oh, no. Almost. Well, I think what I'm gonna do is there's no way I can open this gate and try to run them back in without the bulk of these running out. So we're gonna go spread this roll of hay. Those two won't be able to cause too much chaos before we get back. Yeah, putting the high seas to the test right here, but we'll get these all off over here. Those two should behave. I mean, I shouldn't say that, they're not behaving at all right now. They should cooperate and come back in once we get to that point. Well, I don't know if you can tell, but one cow is now in my backyard. Because in typical fashion, she wasn't happy being in. She wanted to go out because, hey, the grass is always greener. But now, and you can probably see her running in the backyard on the other side of the fence. She's like, oh my God, my pals are out there getting fed. He's unrolled this buffet for them, and holy crap, I'm getting left out. And yes you are. But we'll get her back in. I'm surprised my wife hadn't called me yet, wondering if I know there's a cow out. But I was gonna talk a second about unrolling hay. We've done it, I guess, it's our second or third day in a row. I guess third day in a row, because the weather's been cooperative. They haven't had any hay in the feeders. Feeling really good about how they're cleaning it up. But some of you were asking, commenting on some of the last videos, and I really don't know all the answers in terms of, you know, why aren't we using the hay rings? We're kind of experimenting, trying to figure out, you know, again, the big benefits to doing it like this is, one, you bring out one roll of hay and you can feed, you know, over 40 head of cows, and they're not just mobbing one little spot. If we put one roll out in the hay feeder, all 40 of them would not be able to eat at the same time. Yeah, brown dog's over there, brown dog and Archie, chasing her around the house. So watch get over there. That's Woolly Bear. She was the former bottle calf that we turned into a mama cow, so she's very gentle. But so you get that benefit. One roll of hay they can spread out and eat, which that's not the biggest one to me, because I mean, whatever. I'd put out 4 or 5 rolls of hay this morning. They'd be able to spread out. Now they'd all be concentrated in one spot. So the big thing I like is they're spreading out. Whatever little bit they don't eat, you know, is more evenly distributed, putting that back into the ground. Because yeah, where you do feed them, that ground gets to be really nice, rich, all that manure, a little bit of leftover hay, these grass seeds that we're distributing. And yeah, it just spreads the manure out, because as they're standing there eating throughout the day, hey, they're going to the bathroom. The other debate is, do they waste more? And like this afternoon, or tonight, I think it's supposed to rain. And so I'd been debating, I may unroll another one late this evening. But what I don't want them to do is just bed down on it overnight, you know, especially in the rain, and then create a lot more waste. As much as I can appreciate that they would like a nice, warm, soft spot to lay down, we don't have the luxury of having so much hay that we can just have some of it wasted for bedding. It needs to be feed. But I could sit here and ramble all day. But I probably ought to go try to get, well, both those cows back in. Because we shut the gates. There's nowhere for them to come back until we let them in. Y'all enjoying breakfast? And there they are, both in the backyard. See if I can get them to just come through the arena here. Just so I don't have to walk them all the way back down to the barn. And then I can open up that gate at the end of the arena. Put them right back out into the pasture. Come on, you two. Thankfully, say Woolly Bear, very gentle. She is bottle calf. Other cows, 808. I'm walking right through our greens in the garden, which those are essentially more of a cover crop at this point. We're not planning on harvesting them. Come on, y'all. Come on, Woolly Bear. Woo! Come on, both of you. There she comes. But I'm gonna take a second. I know I said yesterday that, you know, talking about these boots, these new high C boots, that I could attest to them being dry and comfortable. We couldn't say much about the warmth. I'm gonna go ahead and give them a thumbs up on the warmth. It's chilly this morning, as you can tell by the frost. My ears are cold, my fingers are cold, my little leather work gloves that aren't insulated. But my feet are not cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and give them a passing grade there as well. So I think that's the first time I have ever opened that gate since it was installed a few months ago. I don't know if the girls have come in and out of it at all or not, but hey, came in handy. See, I'll behave. And in typical fashion, I know what my deal is. I left the other gate open down there. Well, I know why I did that, because I thought I might run them back down the driveway. But I guess I would say in typical fashion, I'd already kind of forgotten about that. I was already thinking about getting back inside and getting some breakfast and coffee. We'll go back down there and shut the gate. Then we'll get some breakfast and coffee. But got a few more chores to do this morning. And we got to get to basketball games. I want to remind y'all, go to hurricanecreek.farm. We got the ball caps up there for sale. We got links to all our social media, including these YouTube videos, Instagram, whatnot. But yeah, get you a ball cap. You want one? We still got plenty in some colors. Sold out of a few. Also, say go to highc.com, pick you out a pair of boots. When you get to checkout, use the discount code Hurricane, get 15% off, lifetime warranty, all the good stuff. You go to their website and read about it. But I'm saying all that because we're probably about to wrap it up for this video. I've already mentioned, got basketball games to do this morning. We'll get out. We're gonna do a few more things around the farm days because we have to. Those ball games won't last all day. Got to head up the road to the other farm. Put that off for a second. Check those cows, whatnot. But got a dinner date tonight with the wife. Don't get out and do that as often as we probably should. But this boy is like, hey, where'd those ladies go? Yeah, buddy. They both got a calf before you can you know, start courting them again. But won't be too much longer. Days are getting longer. Winter's not nearly over yet, but it'll be here before you know it. But anyway, appreciate y'all watching. You know I love to ramble at the end of videos, so I feel like I've done a pretty good job of that. I want to remind y'all, eat beef and God bless. Have a good one.